Luke Cage is another superhero I feel you need to know. He is getting a bit of a spotlight lately because he is going to be getting his own series on Netflix pretty soon. And he is currently in the Jessica Jones series also on Netflix. And if you don't know about Luke Cage, he has skin that is unbreakable and you can generally not hurt him with anything like bullets, glass, anything like that can't hurt him. Unless you probably like decapitated Luke Cage. Other than that, he's pretty durable. So Luke Cage got his powers as a result of a cellular regeneration experiment which fortified the various tissues of his body. Luke Cage was created in 1972, and this was around the time where blaxploitation films were like super popular as like a new genre of filmmaking. If you don't know what a blaxploitation film is, it is these movies that were made in the 70s that were set in these urban, predominantly black areas and focused on life in those situations. And it's very controversial because some people saw it as empowering because there were movies that were being made with full black cast and music and other things of black culture, but also as a negative because it was very stereotypical assumptions about black people in blaxploitation films. As a result of this influence, Luke Cage's stories were a little more grungier. His New York City was a little more crime dominated, a little more grittier than the Marvel New York of, say, the Spider-Man character. So his look kind of influenced that whole thing at the time, and he debuted in his own series, Luke Cage, Hero for Hire, and the cover is hilarious to me. As things do, the character has evolved, especially with his look and the things that go on with the character. He is very strong and very powerful, but he's also kind of like this gentle giant type of figure, especially when it comes to his relationship with Jessica Jones, which is a huge thing in his character arc. So Jessica Jones and Luke Cage are pretty entwined, and they eventually get married. So that's a little bit of a spoiler alert for people who are fans of the Jessica Jones series on Netflix. And if you want to get more familiar with his story, you can check out the Pulse series, issues 1 through 5, Pulse 11 through 14 is all about him and Jessica Jones and their whole deal, how they met. You can find Luke Cage in the Jessica Jones comic Alias in issues 24 through 28. Avengers Annual number 1, he has a spotlight role in that comic as well, so you probably want to check that one out too.
Hey, this is Jamie from Black Girl Nerds. Thank you so much for tuning in to yet another video from our BGN YouTube channel. I wanted to talk to you a little bit about a new comic book company, a new comic book universe actually, called Double Take. So I have 2 volumes